Good morning on this beautiful Monday morning of October the 29th of 2018. And I am Juan Andrade, the one and only from the heart, of which we are taping here at the Area Career Center in Hammond, Indiana. And to my very right, I have a very special guest by the name of Mr. Scott E. Miller, who is the Principal Director of the Career and Technical Education for the Area Career Center in Hammond, Indiana. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a taped program, and you will be able to watch from the heart on the YouTube channel for the Career Center here, as well as all the great, that's ALL, all the great programming that is being done out of the multimedia department here at the Area Career Center at the head of the program, Ms. Stephanie Reiser. So let's go right on to our program with Principal Scott Miller. Welcome, Scott, to From the Heart.
Good afternoon, Juan.
Right,
how are you?
Scott.
Pleasure to be on today.
Very good. Scott, first of all, how long have you been in your position here at the Area Career Center?
Well, actually, Juan, that goes back a ways. I started in School City Hammond back in 1997.
Okay.
And became a teacher in 2000, taught the computer program here from 2000 to 2013. Left to go to Lake Ridge Schools for a little while, and then they brought me back 3 school years ago as the director and principal.
And very good. So during that time period, did you have any connections at all with the Career Center?
During the
time that you were with the, not here?
When I was at Lake Ridge? No, I really did not.
Okay.
I did not.
All right. So you've been here how long now?
As director and principal, I've been here 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
So when you first became the director here for the Career Center, when someone starts a brand new job, I guess they have a vision. And in this case, by you being the director here, you were the head honcho, so to speak, for this whole facility.
Yep.
So well, let me ask you this then. What is a Career Center?
Sure. A Career Center is a school where students from all over, in this case, all over Lake County come to learn more, not just about regular academia, but learn about college and careers. So we have 16 different programs at our Career Center, and they all lead to industry certifications, to dual credit, and provide hands-on opportunities for students to get started exploring careers.
And so how is that different from your other schools then?
So in it's pretty much how you remember school. In a typical high school, they're going to have their math, English, science, and social studies. Primarily, it's going to be sitting in a classroom, using the book as the curriculum, where here, all 16 of our programs are based around the career that a student is interested in. Of course, this program is our Multimedia Broadcast Academy, but we have construction, welding, early childhood, many other programs that students come at the Career Center.
About how many students are involved in the Career Center, roughly?
Yeah, well, right now in the Career and Technical Education program, we have about 600 students who come to the Career Center.
That's very good. So what was your vision first coming in to the Career Center as the director?
Yeah, as the director, my goal remains the same, and that is to provide students opportunities to explore college and careers while they're in high school. Not having to wait into college, not having to invest in significant college debt, but being able to start learning and even earning in their career occupation of choice while they're in high school.
Very good. And so, since you started, have there been any new programs that have been part of the Career Center?
The newest program that we have at the Career Center was started by my predecessor, but
Okay.
It's our Electrical and Mechanical Engineering program. This is a program that aligns with the values of ArcelorMittal, their Future Steelworkers of America program, and students are learning the skills that they can come into work at the mill as an industrial technician and earn salaries in excess of $90,000 a year.
So when you first came on as the director, has the enrollment increased? What's the story in reference to the enrollment?
Yes, the enrollment has increased since I came on. Some of that is due to the fact that I think people are starting to realize that there are other opportunities for young people besides a four-year university. And it's finally, the pendulum is swinging back the other way. Previously, a lot of the narrative that was being told by colleges was the only way that a young person was going to have success was through attending a four-year university. And what the job market dictates and what the realities are is that many people can get a much better chance of success in life by attending a program like we have, continuing perhaps at a trade college or a two-year university, getting a job, having little to no college debt, and then moving on perhaps later in life to get their bachelor's degree or master's degree when their career demands it.
You know what, not too long ago, I subscribed to a lot of magazines and information out there that had to do with all subject matter and so forth. And I remember printing up, and I print out a lot of material, printing up some information. I think this was on Crane's magazine.
Okay.
That a lot of employers now are looking for, I guess, people that have at the very minimum a two-year degree. And so like not everyone goes to college, although if you can, it's still a great opportunity. And so now, like I said, they're not even looking in a sense, in some cases, for four-year degrees or master's degrees. They're looking for a two-year degree, and it's an opportunity to, and if nothing else, get in the door and move up. So,
if I could on that comment, the U.S. Department of Labor statistics dictates that since around the mid-60s, the number of bachelor's degrees needed in the workforce as a percentage has been about 15%. That percentage since the 60s has not changed. We still only need about 15% of bachelor's degrees and higher in the workforce. What's changed is, in the 60s, there was still a large percentage of people who could get jobs with just a high school education. That percentage has gotten dramatically smaller, as well as the high school dropout percentage, in favor of the two-year degree or credential that you just mentioned.
So what does it cost to attend the Area Career Center?
If you're in a Hammond school, because we have the 4 Hammond schools who attend the Career Center, there's no tuition cost at all to attend the Career Center. The 8 sending schools, the student doesn't pay a tuition. Their sending school, on behalf of the student, pays a tuition to the Career Center. There may be a lab fee associated with a course that is the student's responsibility, and those vary from as low as $25 a year to cosmetology, which requires an extensive toolkit, which is more around $350 a year.
So let me ask you this. The majority of the students that come and attend the Area Career Center, are they mostly from Hammond or are they from other communities?
Well, when you actually do the averages out, the averages are pretty equal from the number of schools that come here. Because we haven't talked about it, but another program at the Career Center is our early college, the Area Career Center University. And if you actually count those Hammond students, we have more Hammond students than any other schools. If you add up all the other schools, we still have more Hammond students than we do any of the other schools.
But do you take on students from other communities?
Yes, we have 8 different high schools that send students here.
Okay.
I can list them if you like.
No, that's fine there too.
Okay.
But you know what? This school has an association, I guess, with some universities. Is that correct?
It does.
What are some of those universities and what's the connection there?
Sure. So our programs do offer dual credit in 15 of our 16 programs right now. And the 2 main dual credit providers that we have are Vincennes University and Ivy Tech University. We do have a few Purdue Northwest offerings for dual credit, but the majority are through either Vincennes or Ivy Tech, and they can range from as low as 6 credits earned all the way up to 30 credits could be earned in the Career and Tech Ed program.
You know what? I was just looking at the window where Stephanie had a advertisement on behalf of Purdue University Northwest, and what is it, CEP?
That stands for their Concurrent Enrollment Program.
And what is that?
It's dual credit. So dual credit, for any of your viewers, if they're not familiar with, is simultaneously while you're earning high school credit, you are also earning college credit from the university. So you have to follow the syllabus of the university. The instructor has to have the same credentials as a university instructor, but then the students can actually earn on their college transcript while they're in high school at usually either no cost or drastically reduced cost.
So the benefits are?
The benefits are that you don't have to take that class again when you go to college.
Sure.
And the cost that you're saving as well, and time.
And so is this something then that's being a trend now in a lot of schools and so forth?
As much as it can. It's been made a challenge for some schools because the guidelines are now requiring that the teachers have a master's degree in the area which they're teaching. For like the Lake Centrals, Munsters, Highlands, like the regular schools require master's degrees now for dual credit. So that's a challenge, but at a career center, they can count my teacher's work experience in the field. And so yes, it is very easy for us to offer dual credit in our programs here.
So let me ask you this. You've been a director now, principal of the facility here for 3 years. Is that correct then?
It is.
When you first started out as a director, and as of right now, Monday, October the 29th of 2018, what is the greatest benefit that you can say you are really proud of as of today that you've contributed with everyone else here?
I think that probably the thing that we're doing better than we ever have before is getting the message out to the students and parents and the community, and this program is a great example of what we offer here to students. I don't want to be the best kept secret in Northwest Indiana.
Okay.
I don't want to be a diamond in the rough. I want to be an amazing resource to the families and communities and employers of Northwest Indiana. So I put a lot of my energy into getting the message out to employers, to community members, to parents, letting them know the amazing resource we have here in Hammond.
So as a career center, in terms of the days that you are open, is it Monday through Friday, or is it Monday through Saturday, or is it 7 days a week? What's the schedule on that?
Sure.
And timing?
Sure. Since we primarily serve high school students, our schedule is students come for a half a day, either in the morning or the afternoon for 2.5 hours, 5 days a week. So when you add all that up, that's about 960 hours over 2 years that a student gets of instruction. So considerably more instruction that they're going to get at the university. They really get time to learn, explore, and practice, like we're doing here, the skills in their program.
Very good. So well, actually, where is exactly this facility located so our viewers will know?
Sure. We are located in Hammond off of 5727 Sohl, S-O-H-L, if you're looking it up, Avenue. We are the building that years ago, up into 1982, was called Hammond Tech, and it is the building that's directly north of the Civic Center. If you ever come to an event at the Civic Center, we're the building directly north of it.
Very good. So tell us a little bit about the staff here.
The staff, I have a fantastic staff at the Career Center. One interesting thing about all the staff, all the teachers that I have here, are they have all worked in their occupation. So the students are getting the benefit of learning from someone who has actually professionally worked in their occupation and then has wanted to give back, and they've come into the teaching profession. But that's unique. So if you're coming here for my construction trades program, you're going to be learning from someone who's been a licensed carpenter for many years. If you come into the welding program, you're going to be learning from someone who's been a member of the Pipe Fitters Union and has been a welder for many years. And just as in this program, Mr. Reiser, you mentioned earlier, has worked in this field for many years. So the students get the benefit of their teacher being a professional in their area.
So is there a school board here?
So the Area Career Center is owned and operated by the school city of Hammond.
Okay.
So we fall under the official guidance of
The elected school board?
The elected school board for School City of Hammond and their 5 seats. We do have a consortium of superintendents from all the schools that send students here, and we do meet biannually to discuss matters of operating the school and the programs in which we offer.
Okay. So I think we're getting ready to go to a break during our program here for October 2018, October the 29th, this beautiful Monday, on From the Heart, featuring the Juan, that's J-U-A-N, and only. We are here with Mr. Scott Miller, and I guess we're going to be going to a break.
It's what every parent fears.
On October 7th of 2016, they told us that our daughter was dead.
Director, Principal Miller, what can you tell us, generally speaking, in terms of, and I think they kind of go hand in hand, about the Skills for Life and Special Education program here at the Career Center?
Sure. Skills for Life is a program for 18 to 22-year-old special needs students who have yet to graduate high school. So they come here up to age 22, and we teach them life skills, we teach them job skills, we take them out and teach them basic skills like how to shop for themselves, how to care for themselves, with the hope that they will gain some independence and ability to provide for themselves.
And do you have an idea roughly about how many students make up these two programs?
It is one program, but yes, it's
Okay.
between, on the low side would be around 25 students, on
Okay.
the high side it would be around 40 students.
Okay, and that's a great thing. So I don't know, I think maybe it used to be called adult education, and I think it has a new name, but I don't know what the new name is. But tell us about the adult education program.
Sure. The adult education program is run by Miss Cynthia Warner. She's the director, and this services students who are out of the high school tract, and they are now looking to get what used to be called a GQE. They're not GQE, the GED.
Okay.
But now it's called the HSE, the high school equivalency. So this is where students come and they can earn a high school equivalency and take it to further their education at a university or to help them with a vocational opportunity.
And so, like, what are the age groups for that can attend that program?
Really, once you're 18 or older, you can
Okay.
you can attend the program. And a question I get frequently is, can adults attend the 16 career and technical education programs we have? And the answer at this time, though maybe not forever, but at this time is no, they cannot. We would recommend that they take vocational classes at Ivy Tech if they're an adult.
I understand, too, by looking at the website for the Career Center here, there was something about textbook assistance.
Well, yeah, we're a public school, so if a student's family qualifies for textbook assistance, that lab fee I mentioned that is each student's responsibility may be lessened. Now, it doesn't necessarily go away completely. If it's anything a student would keep, like that toolkit that I mentioned before, that is still their responsibility, regardless of whether they're free and reduced lunch or have textbook assistance. But things like the textbook rental, yes, could be waived for a student who gets assistance.
So how do people, parents, students find out more about the Area Career Center?
So we try to get students to come for 2 years, their junior and senior year of high school. So we market primarily to sophomores.
Okay.
So when a student is a sophomore at any one of our 12 high schools, they're going to hear a presentation from either myself or my counselor and hopefully some students from that school. So we go in front of them, they usually put us in a large room, and we present the Career Center and all the 16 programs we have. We show students the website, and they can go online and sign up after that point, which then sends a referral both to us and their homeschool counselor to see if they can attend here.
So you talked about there's like 16 different type of programs within the Career Center here?
Yep.
And so when a person or a student starts from day one and completes the entire program for that particular curriculum, is it a one-year program or is it a two-year program? And what do they graduate with?
Sure. So it depends when they come, to answer your question. Most of our programs are a two-year program, like the Broadcast Academy.
Okay.
A student can come for 1 year, but new in Indiana are the graduation pathways, and the graduation pathways are going to require students to take 2 years at a career program if that's how they're going to graduate. So we're going to continue to encourage students to come their junior and senior year. We do have some programs that are a little more geared to 1 year, like our EMT certification is going to get a student their EMT license. They can go work on an ambulance or for a hospital right out of high school. That's a 1 year program. We'd encourage a student to take health science the first year, then come back and take EMT the second year. So yes, we do have options for 1 year programs and 2 year programs.
And so do you have open houses here?
We do. We do have open houses in February. I don't have the date for you yet, but we do send out a mailer to every single sophomore and junior at all 12 high schools, letting them know about the open house where the students and parents can come in and see any program they would like to. But that happens usually the first Wednesday in February.
So to wrap it up, for more information about the Area Career Center,
So you can go talk to your counselor at your home school, or you can go to our website, which is the Hammond website, and you go to schools and click Area Career Center, or www.hammond.k12.in.us/ACC. If you put that in, you'll go straight to our website, and you can get more information.
and on that note, I want to thank you, Mr. Scott Miller, for being our very special
you.
guest here on From the Heart, featuring the Juan, that's Juan, and only on this beautiful Monday, October the 29th of 2018. And let me just say this, planning on doing a lot more programming with the staff here at the Career Center so that we can promote all the great things that occur here under the direction of Mr. Scott E. Miller, Principal Director of the Area Career Center. Thank you.
Thank you.